I want to know, being one of only two African American drivers in the top three Cup Series, what's been your experience with race in NASCAR?
Yeah, so NASCAR has predominantly been a white sport. Majority of its life, its fans, its drivers, everything. There hasn't been that many African Americans, period, racing in NASCAR. I believe maybe 6 to 8 periods since the beginning of NASCAR in the early 50s. So there hasn't been that many at all. And the first one was Wendell Scott back in, I believe, the late 50s, early 60s. He obviously didn't get treated very well. He ended up winning a race in South Carolina, of all places, and they would not, at first they did not admit that he won the race. They kept on saying that, no, he didn't win, you hit him drive an extra lap or something crazy like that. And then finally afterwards, okay, yes, he did win. The only reason they didn't want to say it at first is because at that time, when you win a race, you would typically have one of the, I don't know, pit girls or whatever, and they'd be all dressed up, and usually they're supposed to give you a kiss at the end of the race if you win. Well, because she was white and he was black, they didn't want that to happen, so that's why they didn't say that he won the race. Later, after that, maybe like a week or two or whenever after that, they finally kind of gave him his trophy and said, okay, hey, you win, here you go sit down and keep doing your thing. And it's sad, but that's how it was, and that's back in the 60s. Things have obviously changed since then. Me, as far as me going to the track, I've never experienced any like racism myself to my face. Obviously I've walked through the pits, I've walked through the fan driver lots and stuff like that, and I've seen tons and tons of Confederate flags. When you just walk right through them, no one's ever been like rude or mean to me. Everyone's always been cool. I have people who follow me on social media who their profile picture is a Confederate flag, boom, right there, but they're like super cool to me always. So I haven't experienced it like as far as at the track. Now on social media, I have had some people be trolls on social media. I've had some people write some really nasty stuff. In fact, as recently as about a month and a half ago, I had one guy, he took one of my pictures and he posted it on social media, and he wrote across the whole picture like the N-word. That was pretty crazy. And this was before the whole George Floyd thing. This was like maybe a week or two prior to that. So it was just out of nowhere, but that happens. It happens at least 1 to 3 times a year for me, ever since probably the last 3-4 years. So I just deal with it. At the end of the day, people like that, they're not going anywhere in life. I know where I'm going. I know where I've been. I'm going to continue to go up in life. God will have his way with all the negative people, and I'll just keep moving up.